7th of November 2019, and we've got 4 tropical systems strung out across the West Pacific and into the Indian Ocean. So it makes sense to start with I'm easily amused. Heading off to South America, and down in the south there have been some howling winds going across Patagonia. And the area we're interested in over here, where there's a dry riverbed, and it's thrown out dust off into the southern Atlantic. And when you zoom in closer with the Sentinel-2, you can see all the structure in the dust blowing off the dry lake bed. The strong winds have been producing some really nice lenticular clouds, and this glacier, the Tyndall Glacier, just took out a 700-meter long iceberg carved off the front. Super Typhoon Halong was one of the strongest tropical cyclones of the year, if not the strongest. The competitor is Hurricane Dorian. There's debate over the maximum winds, and I'm not going to delve into it, but this one was apparently 180 miles an hour, possibly stronger. Dorian was 185, and they're basically about the same. For now, Halong is heading off into nowhere and it's going to die, and there's no threat to land. Which brings us over to the next tropical cyclone in the chain, which is Nakri, which is a tropical storm, but intensifying to be, according to the JTWC, a fairly weak typhoon, but it's heading into Vietnam. And let's put a picture on the scene here. We've got the Philippines over here and Vietnam over here, and Vietnam has already had a ton of rain, and this is going to bring a ton more. Here is the GFS bringing Nakri into Vietnam. And the rainfall totals predicted are up to between 200 and 300 millimeters, looks like. And this is on top of very, very heavy rain that's occurred previously. Meanwhile, here in Sapporo, we got our first winterly blast today. And it snowed a bit, then rained a bit, and then snowed a bit more. But it's kind of not settling. It's a little bit above freezing, but... Let's face it, it's been pretty crazy in the Arabian Sea, with first Kiar and then Maha, both major tropical cyclones. But Maha is pretty much done now, and the best we can hope is that it'll disrupt some of that pollution that's over India. Which brings us over to the Bay of Bengal, where we have Matmo developing and is already a tropical storm. But this storm actually was the same one that hit Vietnam many days ago and brought a ton of rain. And then it passed over it. Well, I mean the same one. It's the same disturbance. And now it's heading off towards India. But does not look like it's going to be a major cyclone. So we shall see what's going to happen with this one. Conditions are pretty favorable in the Bay of Bengal. However, as the storm tracks towards India and Bangladesh, it is forecast to get sheared apart. But it looks very close to landfall when that occurs, so heavy rain, strong winds into Calcutta and Bangladesh, at least according to the GFS, look likely. I mean, I'm going to have to end it at that, but there is so much more to cover. This is New South Wales, Australia, with fires and dust blowing off the coast. Extraordinary stuff. Check it out, and if you enjoyed this video, please do the usual